Hello, everyone. We are going to be looking today at how to find out what your estimated tuition cost would be for your graduate program. So here I am on the main page of our website. From here, you will go to prospective students, graduate level, and paying for your degree. Here you have a lot of information that could be useful for you to consider about your program, including scholarship, financial aid opportunities, all of that good information. You can see all of our educator discount rate programs down here. But where we're going to be looking today is at this graduate tuition and fees, because this will give us access to our calculator. So when I click this, I will be transported over to VCU's tuition calculator that they maintain. If you don't want to go through all of those steps each time, you can also just Google search VCU tuition calculator, and that will get you to this page as well. Next, we're going to select that we are a graduate and professional studies program. And here we're going to select whichever semester we would like. It doesn't really matter which one you select, but I recommend just picking whichever one you were particularly looking at. So let's say I'm looking at a summer 2025 program. And here's where it's going to get slightly tricky. So under select a program, you can see a bunch of programs are here, but it does not have all of our programs. The programs that are listed here are programs that have special rates. So any program that does not have a special rate is not going to be listed out. So for example, if I'm interested in the MED in curriculum and instruction, that program is not going to be listed here. If I go look for masters, you can see under C, I do not have curriculum and instruction. So what do I do if that's the case for me, if my program is not listed here? Well, very simply, you can see we're subdivided into our main categories: certificate, master's, and doctoral. I'm going to go look for master's. And right about in the middle, we have the two options that we're going to be looking at. Monroe Park campus. This is going to be for all of our in-person programs. And then we have off campus. If you are interested in an online program, you'll be selecting off campus here. So Monroe Park campus is our in-person programs. Off campus is our online programs. If you are doctoral, it's the exact same. You would scroll down to doctoral. Monroe Park campus is going to be for our PhD programs that are all in-person programs. And if you are, for example, interested in our EDD and leadership, the online program, just like above, we're going to select doctoral off campus. Now, certificates are a little bit different. Certificates, you can see we only have special certificates listed. We do not have a Monroe Park campus nor a off-campus option. So for you, what do you select? Well, graduate certificates are run at the master's level. So if I'm interested in a graduate certificate that is not listed over here, then I would simply be selecting the master's level, either off-campus for online or Monroe Park campus for in-person, because the certificates are at the master's level. So let's take a look into what that will look like once we select it. Let's say I'm looking into a master's. I'm going to do an off-campus program. Here you can choose if you are in-state or out-of-state. For these purposes, I'm going to select in-state. And let's say I want to do full-time enrollment. Once I have all of my pieces correct here, I can hit submit. And it's going to show me my overall tuition here. There would be my total. This is per semester. This is not your complete total for the entire program. So you would want to multiply that out if you're curious to see what your entire total program cost would be. Now note, at the graduate level, 9 credits is considered full-time. That is different from undergrad, which is a little higher. So if you were taking 9 credits, which is generally going to be roughly 3 courses, that is full-time at the graduate level. Now, what if you were doing a part-time? What does that look like? Well, let's go back. First of all, notice as soon as I go back, everything on this page has reset. So if I just tried to do the exact same thing again, right now I would be searching the certificate in advanced dental education, which is not a school of education program. So I do not want that program. Let's say I'm interested in our EDD and leadership program. So I'm going to scroll down to the doctoral level. I want the online version. So I'm going to select off campus. And that is a part-time program. So let's see what that looks like. We have my start in the summer, off campus, I'm in-state, part-time. what does that look like? So here we can see it looks really different, right? Like, wow, this is way less expensive. But the difference is because it's part-time, it can't give you a total estimation because it doesn't know if you're taking one course, two courses. That information isn't able to be understood because it doesn't know what you're going to pick. So it's actually giving you a per credit cost. That means what you're going to want to do, for example, let's say I'm taking 6 credits, which is generally going to be 2 courses, then I want to take this number here and anything that says per credit to get my absolute total. I want to add these 3 numbers up and then I want to multiply by how many credits I'm taking. So 2 courses, generally that's going to be 6 credits. So 6 credits, I would multiply this total amount by 6. That will give me my per semester cost. And then if you wanted to, you can multiply from there through the total length of your program if you know how many semesters you're going to be taking. But generally speaking, it's more useful to know what you would be paying per semester than throughout the whole program. So that's an easy way to see those programs. If you have a specialty program, it looks very similar. So let's say I'm interested in our certificate in special education program in-state part-time. It looks basically the same, right? So you can see my tuition is discounted for the educator rate piece, but I still have the same 2 fees and the others are 0 because I didn't select housing or meal plan. Um, and so that's how the specialty programs work. Essentially, you're just getting this special tuition option for your program.